While Hollywood has not yet cooled down after a series of love rumors and controversies surrounding the 50 Shades cast, a new scandal has suddenly broken out, making Jamie Dornan the focus of public criticism. According to the source of the news, the actor was accused of making controversial statements in a private interview. These insensitive statements immediately sparked a wave of anger, causing social networks to stir. Fans did not hesitate to criticize him for losing serious points compared to the elegant image he usually sees on screen. Meanwhile, in complete contrast to Jamie Dornan's difficult situation, Dakota Johnson suddenly became the center of attention. Appearing at a major event on the same day, Dakota wore a luxurious, confident and radiant style. Her eyes, smile and attractive demeanor made the media unable to take their eyes off her. Netizens quickly put two images side by side. One side is Jamie Dornan facing fierce criticism. The other side is Dakota Johnson sublime, gorgeous and more outstanding than ever. This contrast makes the scandal even more dramatic, like a spectacular reversal in the connection between two stars whose names are closely linked together. Currently, Jamie Dornan has not given an official response, while Dakota Johnson has quietly scored more points in the hearts of the audience. Will this scandal have a long-term impact on Jamie Dornan's career, or is it just a temporary storm? Fire Jamie Dornan officially speaks out amid the storm. After many days of silence, Jamie Dornan finally made his first move on social media. The actor posted a black and white photo with a brief status: "Sometimes silence doesn't mean acceptance. I will tell the truth at the right time." With just a few lines, Jamie immediately caused the online community to explode in controversy again. Some people thought that he was trying to weather the storm by claiming that he was misunderstood, while many viewers considered this move ambiguous, further making his image more negative. While Jamie Dornan had to struggle to explain, Dakota Johnson continued to shine. Appearing on the red carpet at an international film festival, she chose a gorgeous dress, exquisite in every detail. Dakota's confident smile and professionalism made the international media unanimously call her the brightest star of the night. What surprised fans the most was that in the quick interview, Dakota Johnson unexpectedly left a meaningful statement: "Sometimes, the truth doesn't need to be said too much. Attitude is what the public remembers." This statement was considered by many to be a hidden attack on the situation that Jamie Dornan is currently in. Immediately, the #Team Dakota and #Jamie Under Fire climbed straight to the top of global trends. The situation turned around. Jamie Dornan was turned away by his colleagues. Dakota Johnson became a hero. The scandal had not yet subsided when a series of new news made Jamie Dornan's situation even more serious. Some colleagues who had worked with him suddenly spoke out. Although not directly criticizing, statements like "we should be careful when saying anything, especially when we are public figures" were seen as hidden knives aimed directly at Jamie. Western media also revealed that at least two film projects were reconsidering the actor's role, because of concerns that the scandal would affect the product's image. This was a real shock to Jamie Dornan, who has always been praised for being professional and calm. Meanwhile, Dakota Johnson stepped up to the position of unwilling heroine. She did not attack or show her attitude, but her confident silence, combined with her radiant image constantly appearing in the media, made the public admire her even more. Many fans affirmed, "Dakota does not need to say anything. She is a testament to the bravery of women in Hollywood." On social networks, the wave of support for Dakota is getting stronger. The #ShineOnDakota became a trend. Many viewers also thought that Dakota had escaped the shadow of her association with Jamie Dornan and affirmed her own position. On the other hand, Jamie Dornan is facing the most difficult period of his career. A close source said that he is considering holding an exclusive interview to clear up any misunderstandings and restore his image. Fateful turning point. Jamie Dornan burst into tears on live television. Dakota Johnson received a big boost from Hollywood. Not letting things go too far, Jamie Dornan finally agreed to participate in an exclusive interview broadcast live on television. From the moment he appeared, he attracted attention with his tense face and tired eyes. In the sharing, Jamie suddenly burst into tears when mentioning the pressure from public opinion. "I am not a perfect person. I made a mistake in the way I expressed myself, and if that hurt people, I sincerely apologize. I just want to be seen for what I did, not what was distorted." The moment Jamie shed tears quickly went viral, causing the audience to be divided into two opinions. One side thought he was sincere and deserved forgiveness, while the other side considered this a pity trick. While Jamie Dornan is trying to save his image, Dakota Johnson continues to rise continuously. According to information from Hollywood Reporter, she has officially signed a contract for the main role in a blockbuster project with a top crew. This is no different from an affirmation. Dakota has escaped the shadow associated with Jamie and is entering a new peak period in her career. A famous critic even commented, "Jamie's scandal accidentally became a push to push Dakota Johnson further than ever." This contrast is like two forked roads. One person goes downhill, the other rises strongly. Fire Dakota Johnson rises to the top, Jamie Dornan faces Hollywood's coldness. After a tearful interview, Jamie Dornan thought he could regain sympathy from the audience. However, Hollywood is much harsher than he thought. Some major producers quietly withdrew their invitations to cooperate, citing the reason that the image is not safe enough for the global market. This left Jamie isolated, as if all the doors of cinema were closing before his eyes. Meanwhile, Dakota Johnson is shining more and more brightly. At the announcement ceremony of the new blockbuster project, she became the center of hundreds of lenses. International media praised Dakota not only for her haughty beauty but also for her courage, knowing how to maintain her image amid the storm of scandal. A major American newspaper headlined, "Dakota Johnson, from controversial muse to new symbol of Hollywood." Social media was flooded with compliments. Dakota deserves this position. She is no longer someone's co-star, but herself, a real star. The contrast is increasingly clear. Jamie Dornan gradually sank into a wave of criticism and indifference, while Dakota Johnson became a golden face, sought after at every international event. Fans called this the most spectacular fate swap in Hollywood this year. Fire Jamie Dornan leaves Hollywood. Dakota Johnson officially joins the ranks of box office queens. After a series of consecutive days of facing coldness from film studios, Jamie Dornan suddenly made a shocking decision, withdrawing from Hollywood for an indefinite period of time. In a letter to fans, he wrote, "I need to step back to find myself. Fame can be a bright light, but sometimes it is also a burning fire. I hope one day I can return, with a different mindset." This information quickly spread globally. Some fans regretted it, praying that Jamie would soon overcome the crisis, but others thought that this was the inevitable outcome after the recent scandal. While Jamie withdrew, Dakota Johnson officially entered her own golden era. The blockbuster she participated in just premiered set a global box office record in just the first week. The media unanimously praised Dakota as Hollywood's new box office queen, even placing her on par with A-list stars like Scarlett Johansson or Charlize Theron. At the press conference after the resounding success, Dakota emotionally shared, "I used to be doubted, used to be associated with many prejudices. But I believe that if I work with all my heart, the public will eventually see the truth." The moment Dakota stood on stage, radiant amid endless applause, made her image completely opposite to Jamie Dornan, who now chooses to quietly leave the spotlight. One journey ends, a new journey opens. And for Dakota Johnson, the road ahead seems to have just begun. Glowing star. Fire unexpected scenario. Dakota Johnson caught in a new scandal at the peak of her career. Jamie Dornan is about to return. Just when all the spotlight was shining on Dakota Johnson, a media shock suddenly broke out. A European entertainment newspaper reported that during the filming of a new blockbuster, Dakota had a fierce conflict with the director, even leaving the set halfway through. The rumor quickly spread, turning Dakota from the box office queen into the center of a new scandal. Although the film crew immediately denied it and said it was just exaggerated fake news, the perfect image that Dakota had built for so long was still shaken. Netizens began to argue. One side said that Dakota was just a victim of malicious media, the other side suspected that she was gradually becoming arrogant because of her fame. While Dakota was struggling to deal with the unexpected crisis, Jamie Dornan, after a period of silence, made a strange move. A Twitter account specializing in movie leaks revealed that Jamie was in talks to join an independent project by an Oscar-winning director. This news immediately sparked curiosity. Is Jamie secretly preparing for a spectacular revival? The media called this a second change of fate. When Dakota Johnson was suddenly involved in a scandal at the peak of her career, Jamie Dornan was expected to have the opportunity to return and reinvent himself.